Hello, hello, welcome though. Welcome to Teeks time. Your learning starts here. Just gotta get rid of that echo, 2 seconds. Okay, should be alright now. Little message, screen sharing has stopped. 2 seconds. Hey Renee. Hey Bella. So, why have you stopped? Let me try cancel that session and do it again. I've had non-stop technical issues today, so hopefully it works. Just loading it back up. And just connecting it again. Guys, taking ages. Sorry about this. We nearly didn't have a stream due to these technical issues just a minute ago. Okay, so now go back to Affinity and hopefully we're away. Yep, there we go. Still optimizing, but it should be, you should be able to see it, etc. It's fine, it's not that slow. I'm trying to read back what you mean. I've missed a little bit. No, I really can't see. It is great. I still don't see. Oh, I don't know, dang 109 live streams. That is a long, we've been going. A long time. So, let's start today's. Obviously, you can ask any Q&A you like. Feel free to ask in the chat, enter comments, join the community. There's the QA code right there to the Discord. And you can join that, ask anytime you like, and I'll try and answer, and you might get featured in the live stream. So, what have we got today? No, I was meant to do this screen when I was doing that, but never mind. So, let's get on to our first question, which is from Nikki. I tried to use the knife tool the other day and forgot how it worked. Think I did in the end, but maybe a refresher. So, knife tool, which is that logo down the bottom. Not me today. Oh, nice. Emerald Shires, Emerald Shores. It is. And you should see little figures and houses and things. The houses are from the islands. The characters you should all know by now. It's like Akai and friends. Mostly people in the chat. So wave hello to them. So getting back to this. Oh yeah, if you want to be one of these characters and have a house on the island, join the community and I'll get you in. So anyway, get back to this question. So the knife tool, which is that icon at the bottom there, and it's on the left here. Oh, it didn't disappear. Just there. So hopefully you can see that. And that is the knife tool. I will show you now what it does. So put this shape on. We'll activate the shape in the layers. Go to our knife tool and we'll slice across and we end up with two parts. just like that. So as you can see, it sliced the sheet right in half, and there we go. So hopefully that answers your question. Nice and easy one there. If anyone's got any other questions, feel free to ask. If not, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you very much for coming, and I'll see you in the next one. No, I was only joking. There's plenty more to this tool, which I'll show you now. So let's open up this hidden group here. Hey, segment terror. So let's clear these off the screen and open up our first one. So then we got 4 circles here, as you can see. How do you cut? I'll show you that in a bit. Like I say, we've got a few slices to get through, and I'll put all these on the Discord when we're done, as usual. So let's start with this first one. So going into this folder, select that first one, make sure it is selected, go to the knife tool. Now up in the top here, you can see the stabilization, and we're gonna do this first one with no stabilizer, and you'll see what it does. So this is just draw like you would freehand, and then you split the shape, use the move tool, and there you go. But it's not very clean, it's jaggedy and stuff because your hand's not that great. Now there's other ways. So we got with stabilization now. I can already say the word. Teek freaked me out. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna call it right there. Not. Right. Back to this. So rope stabilization. Let's put it on this one. So I'll just demo it right here. Now you'll see a little pink line in front of the blue line, and that is the rope. And as you move it around, the stabilization keeps it nice and circled, as you can see, wherever you cut. So if you've got this shape selected and then use it, just go straight across like we did earlier, you'll see that when we split them now, it's much more clean cut. So you can see the difference between the two there. Now, you were tweeting quite well. Good. I thought I'd lost an hour somewhere. I was like, I've got this idea, it'll freak him right out. But yeah, there is plenty to learn on this one particular tool. So it was a good question, Nikki, if you're right there. Next we got Windows stabilization. So we'll go to this circle here, and we'll just show you again what Windows stabilization can do. So this is what I refer to as a rubber band. So on the rope one, you've seen that little pink line, and it's basically like it'll always stay that long. Like wherever you drag it, the pink line is as long as the rope is, and you can adjust it up and down for how long you want the rope to be. Now with Windows stabilization, that little rope becomes like a rubber band. So the faster you move, the longer the pink line will be, and eventually it'll catch back up to where you are. So I'll show you now. So just here, you see the pink line's just there, but if I stop, the pink line catches up to where I am. So I'll just show you again. So the longer it is, the faster you're going. And when you stop, it'll catch you at home. Just like that. So hopefully you can see that there. Goes quite fast. But that is what window stabilization does. Just reading the chat. Hey, I've no idea where that place is or how to pronounce it, so I'm not gonna bother. You are all far from me, says Bella. Absolutely. Bella's in Texas, in the States, so yes, quite far. So let's see what stabilization looks like through the circle, which is gonna be pretty much like the root one, because you just go around and then it catches you up. But you got the same kind of thing. And when we split the shape, you'll see it's still nice and smooth, etc. Pretty much like the root one. Now, there is other ones. So we'll go to the knife tool again. We'll select the next circle called straight lines. We don't need a stabilizer for straight lines. I know it sounds weird, but you don't. But on PC, you hold down shift and then draw the line, and it will keep it a straight line. On iPad, there is a little, I forgot what you call it, like a button up here on the context menu. This one just here, and it's called straight line, literally. So as you draw through the shape now, wherever you let it go, that is where it's gonna cut. So like I say, you can do this on the PC just by holding shift. So just let go right there, and as you'll see when we split the shape, it's perfectly cut in a straight line, exactly where you left it. So that is not stabilization, but a straight line, which is also dead handy in certain situations. So those are the four main things of the knife tool. Let's show you some other stuff now. So we're gonna shut this one down and go to this one. Now this one is called auto close. Then we go back to knife tool, and you'll see up on this context menu, there's close off. So that means if I draw this little V now, well, still got on the straight line, turn that off, go back, now try again. So if I now cut that V out of there, oh, I went too far, right, a V just there, you won't actually get the full cut because it's not connecting back to the outside. So you just get left with a cut like that. So let's go back, and let's use some of the other functions. So you've got close near. So you literally have to be quite close. You'll see the little red circles that join together when they're close. And as you can see, the shape, if we use move tool, will now come apart just like that. So you can it's like a pizza cutter at the way the way we're using it. So that's auto close in there. Let's try some other ones. So we got auto close far. So we could be a little bit further away this time. Yeah, still pretty close. There. So yeah, still pretty close. But there. And again, that uses the piece of color, and like so. Now just go back. There's one more function of this. So go to our knife tool, and it's called close always. So now we can literally do that cut we did in the first place, just like that. But now it'll jump cut back to where we started from, no matter what. So it's just to the outside of the shape, exactly where we were. So just see the part that's cut out. So what this does, why it's not the right shape, and just go back to the knife tool. So we're on close always, but it goes to the closest outside edge of the shape. So if I went there, it would actually join back down if it would work. Why is it not working? Have I not? Oh no, I've not got shape selected. So try that again. So yeah, now it will jump down to there. No, yeah, that's pretty weird. So selecting that part, we can take that part out, just like that. So that's auto glaze. Just get rid of these. We're going back. Now I'll show you something else, which is very cool. So this is slices. Just select that shape. You gotta make sure the shape's selected, otherwise what happened earlier? What happened to you? I will enable the rope stabilizer for this. So you know what the Spotify logo looks like. So it's like a green circle with 3 slices. So let's recreate that now. We just go along here like that. Oh, I've got to close. Take auto close off. So let's do just the swipe, just like that. And then another one. And another one. Just like that. If we go to node tool now, that's actually a shape, not a line. And the way I can prove that is by pulling one apart. So now, as you can see, it's a shape. So if I pull this one apart, another shape, and another shape, and we're pretty close to the Spotify logo. Within a couple of seconds, like that. Very cool. So that's slices. Let's get on to our next one. Now this is just a cool effect that I made up. So let's go to knife tool. Make sure we've got our circle selected. So rope stabilizer, lines off, straight lines off, and auto close off. So I'm just gonna make multiple slices on this object. So one here, one here, one here, and just all the way up, just like that. Now in the layers panel, you can see each piece is separated. So if I go to the bottom one now, and change that to a dark color, just like that, and then have it gradient it like all the way up to the top. So a little bit lighter, all the way up, just like this. I might have to start going the other way. So let's go even lighter, and the lightest. So there we go. Now that's pretty cool in itself. So you can get one object and make it multiple colors. But this is even cooler. So I'm just gonna select all these layers just like that. And I'm going to go to the contour tool, this one, on the left here at the top. And I'm just going to move this up and down, show you the effect that it can have, which is very cool. So I'm going to leave it about there. And then to lock it in, you have to bake it as such, but it's called convert to curves or something on here. So we just press this one up here, and that keeps what we have in the frame like so. So that's pretty cool effect. That looks really cool. Yeah, I like it. And the amount of times that I could have used this on my t-shirts and things to make the sunlight, the retro sun, whatever you call it. I could have done it that way, but I did it the hard way because I didn't know. I didn't remember. Terrible. So next one. The next one is your question. Oh, damn thing. These spirals, like grr, they keep showing up for no reason. So there we go. Hopefully that doesn't show up again. Very odd. I think I broke my Affinity last time. So this is just a line, as you can see from bending it. And just turn off the fill. In fact, probably have to do that on this one because I forgot pen. See, as you can see, they're just lines. They're just pen lines as such. And there we go. But now we want to break them. Now this is called scissors on PC, but on iPad it's still the knife tool. Exactly same thing. So we'll make sure we've got, there's two ways of doing this, by the way. So let's show you the tap method. So go to our knife tool and we just tap the line in the middle, and you see it's gone like a little red square. If we now use the node tool, you will be able to just split the line just like that. So it has, like, it's snapped it if you like. So this is the top. Now the separate curves, which is really interesting one. Just like the line again. So separate curves can come in quite handy, and I'll show you now. So I'm just going to chop this up into bits just by tapping it with the knife tool. So in the layers panel, you can see that's still one line. Yeah. And it still moves just like a line. But if we go back to move tool, go into our Boolean tools and hold it down, you'll get something called separate curves. Now on PC, this is hidden, so you'll have to add it in the, I don't know quite how it's called, but you can, you know, like you've got like add, subtract, whatever it is, like the other ones. So it's one of those, but it's within the menu, so you have to drag it to the top. There is a line of 4 tools. One will be merge curves, one will be separate curves, and there'll be some other ones. Who knows La Lina? I can hear him grumbling. No idea who that is, sorry. So separate curves. We'll let go of that now. You'll see that line is actually made up of 4 lines in our layers panel. So if I go to each part of the line, you'll see I can move it separately. So I just move each part just like this. And there we go. So you can see that these cuts were actually there as such. You just couldn't see them until you press that. So there we go, separate curves. Now there is just one more thing to show you with this. Oh no, two more things. So what we got is the word slice, and it's cut into a black, a grey, and a red, and we're gonna recreate that effect now. So hopefully we've got the word slice, so I don't have to type it. So that would have just been the text tool and the word slice. So I'm going to go to our knife tool, and I'm going to go to straight line, and I'm just going to go to, oh no, actually, I'm going to turn off the stabilizer, then go to the straight line. It gets confusing otherwise. So I'm just going to draw straight line on this top bit, just like that, and a straight line just on this bottom bit like this. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, it's because it's cut it into a million pieces. I'll just select all these. I can never get this work. There was a workaround on that last week, but as you can see, I did get it to work done. So let's just make the second slice. So this one here, right there. So now we've got everything we need, but as you can see, all the pieces are in here. You can go through and select them all, but there is an easier way. So go to Move Tool, make sure you're inside the group just with one of the pieces selected, but then we'll drag select, and can you see all the top ones lit up blue? So what we'll do is we'll get those pieces, we'll make them, now this was black one, so we're just going to move this slightly forward, just like that. And we're going to grab this bottom. Now we're going to go the other side again. So just select a piece, then drag select all the bottom pieces till they light up blue, just like that. And we're going to make this red, and we're going to move it slightly back this way, and then we're going to do the same again. So we'll select one piece, and now we'll drag select the middle till all these pieces light up blue, like so, and we'll make that grey, just like that. In fact, we'll make it a lighter grey. Yeah, just like that. So, perfect. And there we are with the slice made up. It's not exactly like the other one. I'm trying to do it on the live. But good enough for government work, as they say. So there is now one more thing. Are you surprised that this tool does as much? Because I am. So let's go to this one. So this is multiple layers. And you can see we got kind of like a faked up record here, but each one of these circles is a separate object. So I'll just show you the layers that make stuff. Then you can see it's all layer circles. So we're just gonna select that one. We're gonna drag select all of these. I'm gonna go to knife tool, and it hasn't worked Nope. We're gonna try that again. Might have to select each one individually. So we'll try that 2-finger trick. Just like that. So can you see all those nodes there, sort of like up, down, left, right? That's when you know it's selected properly. So now we can go to knife tool and we can smash this record up, but we can do it all at one time. So we'll have a little chunk. Oh, I've got it on straight line. Take that off. No stabilizer, so you want it jaggedy. So we're gonna come down there and we're gonna take out that much of it. Correct. And you can see all those other nodes. So if I go to the move tool now and select just that bit, so it's lit up blue, as you can see. As we move it out, then we've got a broken record, just like that. In fact, we'll do some more. So, with that selected, we'll go back to the knife tool and we'll smash up even more by taking this chunk here. We'll light it up with move tool. Just take out that corner and move that so it smashes even further. So there we go, the broken record. As you probably call me constantly. So yeah, hopefully that was a good in-depth talk about the knife tool and not just like my jokey start. So we're gonna go back now. That was your question, Nikki. Put the question on. Just there. That was it. Yeah. So this was Nikki's question. Tried to use the knife tool. So now, hopefully you know a lot more about the knife tool. So we're gonna come back to the Q&A and any questions that you want to ask, fire away. Hopefully that was enough information for one day, because that was a lot. See above. Oh, hang on. I miss everything. Just trying to find questions. I'm seeing that you're from Houston. It's in the mid-90s. I didn't see the question T-size. You see a meatball, Brené? Can you gradient across all the pieces? So is that one of the questions? Oh yeah, okay. I'll show you that. So the record, are we talking, or are we talking the meatball as such? Which bit? I'm gonna assume that you're on about the meatball one. So let's go to that one. This one here. Yeah, the circle. I thought it would be. So let me activate this one if I can remember how to do it. Why is that one not light up? What have I not done? Nope, that's not it. Question from Nikki. Oh, this one. That's why. So, get rid of all those, and we just end up with this one. So what we're gonna have to do is go back to the start. You could gradient every single piece if you wanted to. Like, we can grab that one and just gradient each piece like this. Just do it the other way around. Just like that. So dark to light all the way across. I wonder if it does work with all the pieces. Let's try it. So select them all. Oh yeah, you can. So that's cool. So that answers that one. So you can gradient right across. So that was something that even I didn't know. So I'm just gonna make these different colours so that we can see it more clear. There we go. Let's make that more bigger so that we can see. So as you can see, from one colour to the other, it works as a single object. Yeah, I didn't realise that it would do that. So that's cool. But you love these colours. I just randomly picked it. So yeah, that's cool. Was there any other questions, or was that it? Just looking through the chat. Cool effect. Thank you very much. I'm failing to see any more questions. Yeah. So I think we're back to like the Q&A. So I'll just go back to the screen now. I'll leave that there. Take that off. Get rid of that one. Put that one on. So back to this. The Q&A. Fine for me. Thank you very much. Because you can do this with lines too. So lines are a funny creature. I'll show you now. I'll just put some lines on the screen. Pen tool. So just like that. I should have put it on line, but I'll press X every time so that we can do this. Just like that. So when you try and grade across all of them, we select them all. We go to grading. There's two options. One is stroke, which is on, and one is fill. So to get this to work, we'll have to go to the stroke one, and now go across it. And if I change colours, so use those colours again, so you can see it. And there we go. The lines sorted. But yeah, you have to remember to pick them before you do the gradient. Otherwise, it doesn't like it. It doesn't do it as such. Sorry. No. My throat. So, anything else? Let's get rid of that one. Just make that into groups. We can put that on the chat later. And put the Q&A back up. And there we go. So, any other questions? Thanks, Teek. So, I take it that's everything for today. So, thank you very much for coming. And I will see you next one.